I've been thinking about something lately, not about anything that we say or do or even plan, but the energy that we keep. You know how some people walk into a room and instantly the air shifts. It can be in a good scenario and a, not so good scenario. So they don't say a word, yet you feel it. Oh, there's this. I'll talk from a positive perspective. You feel peace, you feel warmth, you feel calm. And others, it's like they drag a storm behind them wherever they go. And that's called energy. It's invisible, but it's everything. And I've been noticing that a lot in my life lately. And I've been noticing that shift from people, from environments, and I choose my space very carefully because of that. And I used to ignore it. Used to let people with heavy energy like pull up a chair at my table because I thought that was kindness. But I've learned protecting your energy is not cruelty. It's clarity and it's sacred. It's what's essential for your well-being. And we leak energy more often than we realize. When we over-explain ourselves to people who already decided not to understand us, when we keep showing up for people, for those people who never ask how we are doing, and when we let guilt talk us into staying longer in rooms that make us feel smaller. Like neuroscience says that our brains have mirrors, neurons, and we literally absorb the emotions of other people. So if you're around cynicism long enough, your hope will begin to dim. But it's not just about others, right? We sometimes leak energy by carrying yesterday's weight into today, by replaying old stories, by expecting pain when peace is possible. That's when protecting your energy becomes an inside job. The best example would be, like you got into a fight with somebody and like somebody you care about, and it's been a month and still you can't forgive them or you can't forget about it. That's because your mind keeps replaying that memory over and over again. And that's an energy leak. And because of that, you can't progress. That pain stays, or pain keeps resurfacing because you're not letting that pain go. So that's one example of how energy is leaked, how energy can leak. And here's something I've learned. Protecting your energy doesn't mean you love less. It means you love carefully, you love selectively, and you love wiser. You love smartly. It's learning to say, I can still care about you, but not at the expense of my soul, not at the expense of my spirit. It's realizing that boundaries aren't walls, but they are filters. Basically filtering through what's best for you and only letting people or letting experiences in that's for your highest good. That's you protecting yourself. Love everybody. I'm not saying not to love anybody, love everyone. But not everyone deserves front rows to your life, front rows to your peace, because the moment you just freely let people in and out, you're giving them control over your life. I always ask myself, how do I feel like after spending time with certain people or, certain environments? Do I feel lighter? Do I feel inspired? Do I feel grounded? Or do I feel anxious? Do I feel confused? Do I feel disconnected from myself? That answer tells you everything. The universe listens closely to the energy you tolerate. Whatever you tolerate is what you invite in. And when you clear out what drains you, new space opens for something that restores you. And that's like the given. When when something that's not been nourishing you is taken away from your space, it gives room for experiences, people, situations that's more aligned to you, that brings peace. Sometimes that means taking a walk in silence, listening to your favorite music, cuddling with your pet, taking your pet out for a walk, going for a drive, reading a book, watching a movie that you've always wanted to watch. And sometimes it's journaling. Like anything, whatever makes your heart smile. And sometimes it's saying no and meaning it without the essay or the explanation that follows. Just say no. Sometimes no is a full sentence. You don't need for it to have additional explanation. And your rituals don't have to be fancy to protect your peace. They just have to remind you who you are when the noise fades. And you'll notice life starts aligning again. You'll meet calmer people, opportunities that feels like a yes in your chest. Because when your energy is clear, the universe recognizes you again. You start seeing signs. And I've been protecting my peace more than ever lately, and it's changed everything for me. I take it slowly now, and I take it seriously now. I no longer say yes to every single conversation or chase people who leave me feeling small. I spend more time in stillness around those who make my soul exhale. And you know what's wild? The quality of my life has changed right along with the quality of the people I invite in. And the more I guard my energy, the more aligned my circle becomes. It's like life started responding differently, softer, calmer, clearer, because I finally stopped letting chaos rent space in my head. So I just want to end this episode by saying that protect your peace like it's holy, because it is. Think of your energy like a garden. You decide who gets to plant there, who gets to visit, and who no longer gets a key. Because it's sacred space and only a few get access to it, and you decide who. And the energy you keep defines the reality you live in. So keep it honest, keep it sacred, and keep it yours. And you don't owe your light to those who prefer the dark. Let them be in their safe, dark zone. You protect your peace, you protect your light, and shine anyway. Not to prove anything, but to stay aligned with your own frequency. So, like always, thanks for tuning in to Just Real Talk. And until next time, guard your energy, feed your soul, and remember, your peace is your power.